guys, Kayla Calver here from cleverpacks.co.uk, and this is Wacky Wednesday. And I was just looking into something different to do today, and I've been stretching and developing, trying to look into something that would hold cards and envelopes together. So I found something similar to this somewhere in a book a long time ago, and I had a sketch in my diary, and I thought I might just try to do that. So I designed this one to hold 3x3 cards, and I used the Warm and Cheer designer series paper, and I made small cards to go inside. I just wanted to show you how it works. So we have this first flap, and when you open it we could hold up to 6 cards, depending how many layers you have in each of your cards. So I made those 3 cards, which it would fit more than that, to be honest. And if you close and you flip around, you can open, and you have the envelopes. I create these envelopes because I have the intention actually to send over in a post, so people actually could get into the Royal Mail and get safe to the other side. So it's a quite thick, it's a craft cardstock, but you can easily use the cards, the envelope paper to create those ones. So by 3x3 envelopes. And what we did is, let me just put it back, is that we have a sleeve. If you have came across the Warm and Cheer designer series paper, it comes on a 6x6 size. But the sleeve that we have, we're gonna need a piece of paper which is 2.5 inches by 9 3/4. You have a way around if you want, because you could actually use 2 pieces of paper to do it. I actually cheat a little bit and went on with this Christmas design series paper, which is one of the papers that you find in the annual catalog. So, but you can even use a stock if you don't have that paper. Use a complementary color such as crumb cake or Sahara sand, or even a piece of the craft cardstock that you use for the envelopes if you go with this type of design. I'm gonna put away, as the main work in this one comes from constructing this box, this whole card holder. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it here. For this Christmas one, I went with Holly Jolly Layers, which was a present that came last week, and I truly appreciate. This is one of those special stamp sets that you can only get your hands on. It's on the Christmas catalog, by the way. If you only can put your hands on if you order above £150. So this comes as a hostess stamp set, and it's absolutely lovely. I've used quite different things, but it's so versatile and so delicate at the same time. And you can combine with the layering circles, the layering ovals, and the layering squares, so that there's a lot of use on these ones. Let me just put this away. I didn't want to just construct another one, so I went with, I think actually my favorite color at the moment, which is Elegant Eggplant. And I want to show you what is there we're looking for when we score. So this is all the scoring, and I will show where to cut afterwards that we're gonna have to do in this piece of paper. Yeah. So I'm gonna grab my scoreboard. I'll take this one, and I'm gonna give you the scores. I'm not gonna show. I'm gonna put this on the blog so you can actually go there and have a sample on how we should look. I'm gonna do here, which is on the long side, you do 3 1/4, 3 7/8, 7 1/8, and 7 3/4. Then we're gonna turn around and do 5/8, 1 1/4, 4 1/2, and 5 1/8. But then now we're gonna go back to the long side, and we're going to mark just to the first line, that we scored on 2 1/2. It will make sense afterwards. And 8 1/2, just to the first line. Then we're gonna come to the middle of it, which is 5 1/2, and go all the way to the second line. Okay, you're gonna have to turn around and do exactly the same again. So 2 1/2 to the first line, 8 1/2 to the first line, and 5 1/2 to the second line. That's what I'm saying. I will get all the details on the blog. So now we have the main lines, which are 4, and then there's more ones that we'll be cutting. Okay, to make it easy, I'm just gonna mark with a pen where I'm taking this. Well, let me get a, let's see if I want a pen. I have a white pen here. Okay, so we're gonna cut out completely this. The pen decided to work on us. And here, all the way to the first line that we have as a score on the area, plus this small square. Okay, same goes here. This goes, plus this small square here as well. And we're gonna do exactly the same on this side. Sorry. This goes all the way here. Because we're cutting all in one side, but we're gonna swing them around. So that will make sense once we have been able to cut. If you feel more confident to do it in a trimmer, just use your trimmer. And you can just use the score lines to cut it down. So now we have eliminated every single thing that we actually needed to throw it away. And we are left with this shape. Yeah. But now we have a score line just down here that needs cutting all the way just to the edge of here. So we're gonna cut. So now we have this cut, just nip to that area. What I wanted to do is I actually didn't wanted to decorate this area that will be on the outside of our card. So I'm going to go and get it done, and I will come back in a second. Okay, what I did, I simply got this stamp set, Frosted Medallions, and I used the largest stamp which is this one here. What I did, I just used Versamark with the clear embossing powder. I absolutely love the shiny, so that's the reason why I did the way I did. You could have, if you don't want it to go with the embossing, you could easily use the same stamp with the elegant eggplant and have a similar effect without the shine. Okay, so now it's just a really quick way of just scoring. Not scoring, sorry, if I can find my folder. Just vanishing the score lines. I don't usually do that, but I wanted to get the lines quite right. So I run one this way and the other one the other way around. So let me just get this like this. Okay. It will be like this. So we're gonna have a front where I'm planning to use to get my cards here, and the envelope we'll see when we take them out. Okay. What we do is these two areas, what we'll go, one we're gonna fold in, and the other one we're gonna fold to the opposite side. Okay, so I wanted to leave actually the envelopes in this side here, which is not marked, and I will leave the other ones in this one, the cards in this one, because then when we take the cards we can still see it. So the only thing that you need to glue, if you remember, I have two folds here. Yeah, the only place that needs glue is in this last fold, so this last area over there. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my best friend Fast Fuse. Just hold it because it is a thin piece of paper here, so it would rip depending on how strong you push this down. So what we want is to glue just along the score line, the inner score line. Okay. Same goes here. We don't want to preventing from closing. Just pinch so that it kind of stays into place. Okay, just a little bit more of a pinch. So this side is ready, so we just need to flip on the other side. You can easily just get all stamp on both sides. I didn't, don't know why. Just didn't want to make the video even longer than I thought I wanted to be. Oops. Okay, so now we're gonna get the other side done. That's what I said, we can have this side for the envelopes. Okay, and we fold and glue alongside the line, as you see. Don't squeeze too much so don't squeeze the other side. And let's just pinch so it stays in place. So that's it. That will be the box ready for the cards and envelopes. As I said, depending on what you put it on, I made 3 cards, another 3 cards, and because I was using the medallion, the frosted medallion, I use Happy New Year. So we had so many Christmas cards lately, and I just Happy New Year is a good one. I know that in this country we don't celebrate as much or sending cards for Happy New Year as we do for Christmas, but it's a quite, I used the stamp set with some rhinestones and the silver foil sheets cut in. So I'm gonna just mimic the same design that I use outside of the boxes. I will put the cards inside. If I had done, because I didn't do many layers, I would have fit another maybe 2 or 3 cards here, depending how it would go. the envelopes that I did this time, I used the envelope paper, which is much thinner. I could easily fit 6 envelopes in here. Okay, so the only thing you see now will be the band to hold it close. I chose to use the Fancy Frost Designer Series paper. I will just fold around this because it will change if depending on how much we do have inside, but I just want to be able to pinch in place. We're going to add it here. I think if it was full with cards would be less of a challenge to do, because then would the whole card holder will be supported by the contents inside. There we go. Here we are. We have the belly bundle holding the whole of this area, and what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna get decorations, the same decorations they use with the other one, with the cards inside, and get stuck to the front of it. Quite simple, just to match the design that I had. Oops. Get it more centered. Okay. And I am going to go with some dimensionals on this one. And get it in place. I'm gonna exactly use the same decoration that I did for the cards. And get this with some rhinestones. Let me get some rhinestones here. And just finish off. These are the medium ones, the ones that I'm using here on the side. Okay, another one. And I'm gonna put in a couple more, just so you have some more decoration. So that's it. We have the little card holder, which holds the envelopes and the cards in one. I have a flip lid, and we end up with 2 versions of it: the Christmas one and the Happy New Year version. So all the details for both projects, I will put them separate, because then you guys can decide which one you're gonna do, or if you want to do both of them. All the products that I use, there will be there in the list, and whatever question you have, just drop me a line and I will be happy to answer. If you don't have a Christmas catalog, or even the annual catalog, just feel free to contact me and I will have one in the post for you. And I hope you enjoyed. Happy crafting. Bye.